MakingAScene.org brings you Build a Content Strategy that brings fans home. You know, every independent artist out there has heard the exact same advice a million times. Post more, feed the algorithm, point at some floating words, and do whatever trendy dance is popular right now just to get noticed. But in today's Explainer, we're going to look at why that advice might actually be holding you back from a real, sustainable career and how you can fundamentally change the way you connect with your audience. So let's dive right into this blueprint. Today, we'll cover the rented audience problem, using content as an invitation, the whole concept of an artist-owned ecosystem, building what's called a human funnel, and finally bringing your fans home. Section 1. The rented audience problem and escaping the algorithm treadmill. Man, every independent artist knows the deep pain of having a video go viral while ticket sales just remain stubbornly flat. It's so frustrating. We really have to stop building our stores inside of billboards. Social media and streaming platforms, they are absolutely phenomenal for getting noticed, but they restrict your data, and honestly, you don't own the rules there. Your owned ecosystem, on the other hand, things like your website, your email list, and your fan databases, that is your actual store. There's a quote that perfectly captures the core philosophy of MakingAScene.org. It says, "Social media platforms are doors of discovery. They are not the house." A truly useful strategy gives all that hard-earned tension somewhere meaningful to go. Moving on to Section 2, Content as an Invitation, giving attention a destination. We really need to stop treating content as the final product and start treating it as an invitation to a deeper relationship. The crucial thing here is giving every single piece of content a very specific job to do. Think about it like this. You have discovery content to introduce yourself to someone new, then trust content that shows the actual person behind the music, proof content that demonstrates what your live experience is like, conversion content that gives fans a specific invitation to leave the app, and finally, retention content, specifically for those fans who are already in your inner circle. Now, let's talk about the call to action, because you absolutely must build invitations that actually say something. You have to give the fan a clear, valuable reason to leave that rented platform. Things like link in bio or check it out are just way too vague. Check what out exactly? Why should I even click? Instead, you want specific invitations, something like join the Atlanta list for first ticket notice, or scan for tonight's fan passport stamp. These give the viewer an immediate, easily understandable benefit for actually taking action. Section 3, the artist-owned ecosystem, earning the click. Okay, so once a fan accepts your invitation, how does this actually build into an artist-owned home? Well, it all starts with permission-based fan data. That's basically information a fan knowingly chooses to share with you for a clearly explained purpose. Getting things like someone's email address requires immense trust and clear consent. Let's be real. In a world full of spam, one shady list import can completely destroy your reputation overnight. You're asking to be invited into their inbox, so you really need to respect that space. When a fan does actually click your link and lands on your site, that page has to answer 4 quiet questions instantly without making the fan do any detective work. Number 1, am I in the right place? Like, does this look like the artist I just watched? 2, why should I care? 3, what exactly will I receive for giving up my contact info? And 4, what should I do next? Honestly, if your website hits them with a massive biography, auto-playing music, and 15 confusing menus, they're just going to bounce. This is where using tools like Fan Passport from MakingAScene.org becomes a total game changer. It lets you create focused capture pages that act as the perfect bridge between discovery and your ecosystem. Instead of a cluttered homepage, you offer a direct connection. Fans can do show check-ins using QR codes, collect digital passport stamps, and the best part? You get brilliant regional segmentation. If someone signs up in Chicago, well, now you know exactly who to email the next time you're playing in Chicago. Section 4. Building a human funnel, from stranger to supporter. All right, now we need to organize all this amazing data into a system that guides people naturally without treating every single fan like a walking wallet. So what exactly is a human funnel? It's simply a way to understand how relationships naturally develop over time. It's about slowly reducing the distance between someone's initial interest and a useful opportunity for them to actually support you. It's absolutely not about an immediate high-pressure sale. It's just about offering relevant, logical next steps. Let's look at what this human funnel looks like in practice for a gigging musician. A local artist could literally start this exact sequence this weekend to turn a fun crowd memory into a solid group of permission-based contacts. On Monday, you post a rehearsal clip that points to a capture page.
Wednesday, you drop a trust-building post sharing the story behind the song. Then Friday night, you have a physical QR code right at your merch table for a fan passport check-in. And finally, Saturday morning, you send out an automated thank you message delivering a live track to everyone who scanned it. Boom, you've just seamlessly moved them from a passing glance to a direct, meaningful relationship.
And this whole process is exactly why we have to measure what happens after the post. We need to focus on real business intelligence over vanity numbers. Vanity metrics, things like views and likes, they only tell you who looked at the billboard. But business metrics, like form completions, actual ticket sales, and email replies, those tell you who actually walked into the store and moved closer to supporting your art.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 5. Bring the fans home, the ultimate asset.
Let's tie this all together. Your fan relationship is the asset. Trust is your foundation. And the artist-owned ecosystem is the ultimate destination. Think of this as your cheat sheet for this entire explainer. By deliberately connecting every rented action to an owned destination, your business can survive literally any algorithm change. If they stream a song, direct them to a release page with lyrics and merch. If they attend a live show, offer a QR scan for a digital show stamp. If they watch a social clip, point them to a capture page. Just never let the interaction end on the rented platform. So, I really want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. What happens to your music business if your favorite platform disappears tomorrow? Seriously, if you've been relying purely on borrowed audiences, the answer is pretty scary. But if you've been diligently bringing your fans home, you already own your future. Make sure you check out the other great articles and resources on makingascene.org, the place the indie artist goes to build the new music industry.